This is The Good Government Show.
So repair fairs and repair cafes have been happening for a long time around the country. And one of our staff, Rob, he came up with the great idea of bringing that to Thurston County. A lot of times our culture finds it a lot easier to throw things away and buy new ones. "82% of the items that people brought in were able to be repaired." I mean, you don't go into public service for the money, right? Good government is transparent and serves the will of the people.
Your old toaster stops working. Time to toss it out and get a new one. But wait, maybe it can be repaired. That's what's happening in Thurston County, Washington. Just take it to the Fix-It Fair. You don't need a new one. Just fix the old one. Welcome to The Good Government Show. I'm Dave Martin. First, help us share the message of good government by liking us and sharing us where we are on social media. Make sure to review us and send our show everywhere. We all need to talk about good government. Thurston County, Washington was honored by the National Association of Counties with the Achievement Award for something that's actually kind of simple. It's called the Fix-It Fair. Think about it. Years ago, at least when I grew up, every town had a Fix-It shop. You could bring in your old TV, your toaster, your fan, anything, and some guy, usually in a downtown shop with shelves crowded with old parts, old TVs or appliances. Anyway, he would take it in and fix it, whatever it was. Now it seems like it's just easier and cheaper to get a new one, and you can probably get a new one delivered overnight. On this episode, I talk with Amanda Romero. She's the Senior Program Manager for Solid Waste for the Thurston County Public Works Department. Her office launched and oversees this project. Here's the thing. Not only are folks getting their broken things repaired and for free, but everything gets fixed. And it's just one less thing that goes in the landfill. That's the biggest side benefit. As you'll hear, it's not a big project. It's not an expensive project, but it does make a difference. It's a great example of a small project that is good government. So coming up, Amanda Romero and the Fix-It Fair. We have a new partner here on the Good Government Show, HelloNation. This is a new digital magazine that showcases the best of cities across the nation. We'd all prefer if good news traveled faster. At HelloNation, positive stories don't just get told, they get amplified. HelloNation helps businesses, leaders, and communities share positive stories that matter, building trust, credibility, and meaningful connection. Through professionally produced podcasts, digital features, and targeted distribution, HelloNation positions you as the answer regular folks are looking for, while expanding and scaling your digital footprint across the platforms that people trust. Good news deserves momentum. Your city or your business can help spread the word of good news across the nation. At HelloNation, they don't just have advertisers, they have advertisers. Editorial content from trusted community leaders and cities that are helping spread the good news. Let HelloNation lift you up and lead the conversation. Visit HelloNation.com to learn more. Once you wrap up this episode of The Good Government Show, give a listen to our friends over at Good News for Lefties. This daily podcast highlights news stories that show there's more good news out there. Other people in government are really trying to do the right thing. That's Good News for Lefties. Listen where you're listening now. Welcome to The Good Government Show. I'm happy to have with me the somewhat reluctant Amanda Romero. Thanks for coming on the show. I know this wasn't your first idea. There are other people you thought would be better, but you are actually the best person to talk to about your upcoming award, the Thurston County Fix-It Fair. We're here at the National Association of Counties, and you're about to get an achievement award. Congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah, it's great to be here.
So the Thurston County Fix-It Fair, I read about this and I thought, what a great idea, a Fix-It Fair where you fix stuff. Is that all it is?
Really, yeah. I mean, we really rely on volunteers in our community and partners in our community to help the community fix things that could still be usable instead of throwing them away and having to buy more of the same things.
So first, where is Thurston County?
Thurston County is in Washington State at the tip of the South Sound.
At the South Sound. So how far away from Seattle would you say?
It's about an hour from Seattle on a good day.
Straight south?
Just about.
Okay.
Where that would be on the up the east side of the Sound.
Okay. And The Thurston County Fix-It Fair. Where did this idea come from? How did this come together?
So repair fairs and repair cafes have been happening for a long time around the country. And one of our staff, Rob, he came up with the great idea of bringing that to Thurston County because we know we have some amazing partners that we can group together. One being the Lacey Makerspace. They have a publicly accessible workshop where folks can come in, get a membership, and they have access to amazing equipment and tools to create all kinds of cool things.
Okay.
And so using those tools, we can repair things.
So what's the idea behind, fixing it? It used to be there, every town had a fix-it shop. Those are all long gone. And now you sort of buy something and it's cheaper to just replace it than it is to repair it.
That is often the case. So a lot of times our culture finds it a lot easier to throw things away and buy new ones. But we want to promote the idea that some things can be repaired. And by repairing them, we're keeping them out of the landfill. Particularly, people bring in things that have sentimental value. They don't want to throw those things away because they have meaning to them. And so if we can help the community keep even a few things out of the landfill, we're fulfilling our mission in waste reduction.
Well, let's talk about keeping things out of the landfill. What type of things are we talking about that you really can repair that maybe folks don't think they can repair?
Oh, sure. Small appliances, metal items like a metal watering can. I've watched folks bring in their tea kettles to be soldered that were leaky. A lot of textile items, sweater repairs. I've watched and learned how to darn socks at one of these events.
Do you darn your own socks now?
I plan to. I learned how to, and I have a pair of socks I really love, and I don't want to throw them away. So we're gonna darn them.
Darn your socks. You said small appliances. What are we talking about? Toasters? What?
Yeah, microwaves, toaster ovens.
You can repair a microwave?
Yeah, well, I can't, but the volunteers often can.
Yes.
We had a pretty good success rate of about 82% of the items that people brought in were able to be repaired.
82%?
82%. So
have you seen things walk in the door and you look at that and go, they can't fix that?
I'm sure some of the volunteers have.
Yeah.
And so it's just really great to see those things be brought back to life.
You said 80% of these things get fixed. Give me a wide array of things that are brought in.
Oh gosh, I've seen things like sweaters. We put out a video, and in the video there's this really sweet story of a child that is in a wheelchair and had this other sort of wheelchair device that he uses to get around and play.
Okay.
And the wheels were unsafe and needed to be fixed, and they brought it in and fixed it. We also call upon our local bike repair people, and they come in and fix bikes.
All right.
It's just such a wide array of things. I've seen vacuum cleaners.
Vacuum cleaners? Have you brought anything to get fixed?
I haven't. I kind of want to.
Everything works?
Not everything works, but I also want to make space for the community members.
Sure.
As I'm kind of behind the scenes, I don't want to take a spot from a community member. We've already had our second event this past April, and there was
So you've had two events so far?
Yes. So we hope to do them twice a year, but when I arrived, there was a line already. So it's
really
growing in popularity. Yes.
A line. People were waiting for you.
Yeah.
Where do you do this?
We do it at the Lacey Makerspace. They have an amazing workshop with all kinds of tools.
You mentioned these people a couple of times. So tell me about Lacey Makers.
Lacey Makerspace partners, or they're stationed out at the St. Martin's campus, which is a college in our area.
Okay.
And they have this workshop, and there are different rooms with different sorts of tools. So there's like a sewing room. There's a room with lots of different kinds of 3D printers. There's a room with like metal soldering things. There's a room with just all kinds of tools. And
there's a carpenter shop, a metal shop, an electronic shop.
It's amazing.
A darning sock section.
Yeah.
Okay.
And through this space, we were able to get people, out to fix their things. And
was it hard to bring them on board?
No, it wasn't. That was primarily done by staff, but I think that
Rob,
is
you mentioned.
Yes, Rob played a huge role in this.
Let's tell Rob's full name.
Yeah, Rob Pudner. This was his vision, and he really brought it to life. I'm impressed.
Okay.
So impressed with it. Yeah.
And he took it and ran with it, and your whole department got behind it.
Yes. So this was something he had heard about, and I think he had worked on a similar event in a different jurisdiction in his past at another place he worked, and so he still had that idea in his mind. And when he brought it here, especially with the Lacey Makerspace, it was just a match made in heaven. It was perfect.
So who are these lacy makers? I mean, is there a jeweler in there? Is there a bike repair guy in there? Is there an auto mechanic? I mean, who are the people?
It's an amazing group of amateur fixers that just want to be able to make things. They fix things, but also make things. So you think of like artists or textile artists that like to play with 3D printers. They have, with a membership to this space, they're able to access so many tools that would be normally cost prohibitive.
You don't have jewelry tools in your house?
Yeah, no, I don't.
Okay. Broken plates?
Yeah, they can do ceramics too. I believe in the video that we sent out to the community after the event, there was a person that brought in a ceramic tile that was vintage wall hanging and had shattered, and they were able to piece it back together and use, I think she said, chalk to kind of hide the cracks.
Wow, that sounds like a real project.
Yeah.
And how long this is when you've had 2 of these fairs now? Are they all day events or?
No. So the one that we submitted to this for this award was only 3 hours.
Oh.
Yeah.
And how many people stopped by? Do you know?
Yeah. So we had 65 people that got things repaired.
Okay. But that's 65 things that didn't get thrown away.
Exactly.
Can you talk a little bit about, what's going in landfills and what needs to not go in landfills?
I mean, everything under the sun is getting into landfills. I know that. But there are so many things that can be repaired. And also, I personally think of also all the recyclable items in our community that end up accidentally in the garbage that could have been diverted for recycling.
How much do you think you've saved from landfill?
Well, for this particular event, we scale in, well, the one in November, we scale in all of the items that are repaired. So we at least get a weight. And that one was 387 pounds of items repaired.
That's like, I'm going to guess, the back of a pickup truck.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. So that's like one less load going to the landfill from one of our self-haul customers.
And you are the senior program manager for Public Works, and I think you said sanitation?
Solid waste, yes. Solid waste.
Sorry. So is this a big part of what you're doing there?
Yeah, so I lead the programming staff, the educators. I lead a staff of 4 educators that are waste reduction specialists, as well as a small litter team and a planner. How
hard is it to get people to change their mind when it's so easy to go online and order it and have it the next day? To not stop doing that, repair it, fix it, leave it here. We'll have another fair in a couple of months. Put it to the side and we'll get you another one. How hard is it to change that mindset?
I mean, it's really hard. It's our daily work. It's something we think about every day. So we do everything we can and learn what we can about behavior change and community-based social marketing so that we can show people how they can change behavior and maybe make a difference.
This has got to be a massive re-education program.
Always, yeah. I'm sure in every person listening to this probably has people that they probably don't see on a regular basis somewhere in an office working on this.
And how popular are these across America?
I don't know how popular they are, but I have heard about them in other places, including Washington State, for example.
Well, as we know, Rob stole this from someone else.
Yeah. So, for example, when we were getting ready to recruit volunteers, we talked to another Washington County to get some information about what kind of policies and rules they put in place. Having volunteers on board, you have to make sure that you have all of your policies clear and straightforward for them so they know what their job is and everyone's safe.
And how do you do all of this for free?
It's in partnership with the Lacey Makerspace, like I mentioned.
Right.
So they do a lot of the...
This costs the city nothing. The county nothing. This costs the citizens nothing.
We spent for the first event just a little over $1,000. I think it might have been around $1,600.
Okay.
And a lot of that we will continue to use. So, for example, we needed to buy volunteer aprons. We needed to buy a scale. A certain kind of scale for this. So as we move forward, the cost reduces because we already have the aprons. Right. Yeah. So it comes down to like refreshments and
But on a county budget, $1,600
Exactly.
is
Nothing.
minuscule. Nothing.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
said it, nothing good. I didn't have to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so it's really great. And I should also mention that it's possible because of the Master Recycler Composter volunteers as well. They are a pool of volunteers that we pull from the WSU extension, and they come out and volunteer as well. And a lot of those folks have amazing skills that they were able to contribute to the event.
And you got to feel good doing this.
Oh, of course. Yeah. I mean, you don't go into public service for the money, right?
I don't know. Some do. They often get in trouble, but yes, I understand. No, but I mean, the people who come into the fair, they must leave like just thrilled.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that they feel like it's an evening well spent and can hold on to that feel good feeling for a while, at least till the next event, 6 months later.
I know you prefer to be behind the scenes and not the spokesperson for all this, but do people come up to you and talk to you about the Fix It Fair?
At work, in the office, yes. I don't think on the street people necessarily associate me with it. I'm always quick to promote it to my friends and family in town.
Okay. All right.
But yeah, I always let people know when they're coming up. So if anyone needs something fixed, they know.
So do you have a pile in your house of things you're waiting for your turn?
I have a couple things that but I'll wait my turn. I don't want to take a spot from someone else.
Well, I'm sure they would be happy to have you to join in. What's the future for the Fix It Fair?
We hope to continue doing them. I know we're hoping to do them every spring and fall and just grow where we can.
Right.
Right now, the size we have is pretty good, but if opportunities arise to bring in more of, a different kind of skill set, or I know, we've talked about maybe doing like pop-up bike fix-its, things like that. So
this is a small thing, but it really isn't a small thing, is it?
Right. Yeah. And if it's something that other communities realized that it's really not that difficult to do, maybe this could be happening everywhere.
Well, one of the things we hope we do on the Good Government Show is share a good idea and best practices. What would you tell someone from another county about this project and how easy apparently it is to get started? Is it easy to get started?
It's about as easy as any other project. And if you
in terms of government projects, it's not that bad.
Yeah. Okay. And if you have amazing staff like I do working with you and a great board of county commissioners and leadership, you can make it happen. You need access to some tools and to recruit some volunteers and a space. And a lot of times these are hosted at libraries.
Okay.
And if your library has a tool library, which many libraries do, even better. Even better. You can access those tools.
When you presented this idea to the county commission and other people, what was the immediate reaction?
I think at first we were just kind of, I don't think the vision was understood fully. I mean, it was completely supported. Right. I just don't think that everyone knew how impactful it would be until it happened, including myself. I mean, it was like, oh yeah, we have these lists of projects.
Hey, this really worked.
Yeah. So it's always feels good to see an event go off so well without a hitch.
And do you feel like this is now part of your county mission and part of what makes the county, unique and work?
Yeah, I mean, we are so fortunate to have so many talented fixers in the community. I don't see why it wouldn't be, and why not use our local talent.
And what do you fix?
Oh, I don't fix much.
You don't fix anything?
I fix problems in the office.
Well, that's important too. Any other recycling programs you want to talk about?
Oh, we've got all kinds of things in the works. We just started, as of July 1st, a bike drop-off space at our transfer station in partnership with Intercity Transit, which is the institution that runs our bus lines and things like that. And so what we're doing is we noticed a lot of what appeared to be bikes in great condition being thrown away. And so now we have a space where we're promoting folks to bring those bikes to us, and they go to Intercity Transit, who has a Pedal It Forward program and repairs the bikes and puts them back into the community.
Do you ride a bike?
I do.
Do you ride a bike to work?
No, I don't ride a bike.
Too far?
It's a little far. The roads are a little rural.
Okay.
It's not much of a shoulder.
Well, I live in New York City. Yeah. We have bike share, city bikes everywhere. And it is a little harrowing to ride across Midtown Manhattan on a bike, but I certainly do it regularly. All right, well, that was the easy part, because that was the part you were familiar with. Now we're going to get to the hard part. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. The Good Government Show is sponsored by Our. That's OUR for Our Community. Get involved. We hear that all the time from government leaders. Our co-brands with your government's name and logo. Your staff and the people you serve are connected and part of your community. From any device, your members provide reliable data and meaningful feedback. Ask a question like, do we want more parkland or better homeless services? More engaged conversations come through the Our app. Visit Ourco, that's OURCO.com, and book a demonstration. After you get done with this episode, hear more good government stories with our friends at How to Really Run a City. Former mayors Kasim Reed of Atlanta and Michael Nutter of Philadelphia, and their co-host, journalist and author Larry Platt, talk with guests and other mayors about how to really get stuff done in cities around the nation. Check them out where you're listening now or through their nonprofit news site, thephiladelphiacitizen.org/podcasts. So now we're going to get your true ideas on what public service and government is all about, okay? I know you weren't prepared for this. This is going to be fun. Don't worry. What is good government? Define it.
Good government is transparent and serves the will of the people.
When people are frustrated with government, if they don't like what they see in government, what should they do?
I think contacting your representatives. I mean, your representatives should be your soundboard and the folks that are representing you in policy decisions. So those are the people you need to reach and communicate with.
What drew you to public service? Before we turn the mics on, you mentioned that you spent 2 years in the Peace Corps. Very impressive. Mm-hmm. What made you do that? And I guess that was a natural progression into government, right? Yeah,
I've always sought work that had a mission I believed in. And I've always been interested in natural resources. So putting those two together, you end up doing environmental work for local institutions and local government. And so,
well, let's brag a little bit. You started a recycling program in a rural mountaintop community in Peru, right? For your 2 years.
Yes, I did garbage programs in the mountains of Peru for 2 years in my 20s, and that was an amazing experience and really set me up for not only a public service career, but also one in solid waste, which is garbage and recycling. And
did you have a floor where you lived? Did your house?
I did. I was really lucky to have a floor. I was one of the few homes in the village with a real toilet.
Wow.
Yeah.
People wanted to be your friend, I bet.
Yeah.
That must have been an incredible experience.
It was. It was really once in a lifetime 2 years that really shaped how I see the world and how I understand policy and promoting public service messages to the people. Yeah. Helping them understand that.
How were you received by the community that you served in?
So I was there for 2 years, and so at first I was just an oddity,
right?
But then I became known as more of a professional and also a teacher. I would do lessons in the classroom often about environmental issues, and then work with the local mayor on garbage projects. So the kids, would take that message home that I was a teacher in the school sometimes.
Was it hard to get those folks to realize trash goes here, recycling goes here, just throw it out the back door, that kind of thing?
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a different culture. So the messages were a little different. Instead of telling folks, please don't throw your recycling away, we were also talking to folks about the harm of burning plastic. There was a lot of burning plastics. That was one of our big messages is, you don't need to burn those plastic bottles. You can sell them to a recycler and make some money. And so figuring out what motivates those folks and then trying to build a message around that would also promote waste reduction and recycling.
So you're in government. Who in government inspires you?
That's a hard one.
I told you this is the hard part.
Yeah.
Now, the easy part was the start for you to do.
Yeah. I mean, I think that I see so much amazing leadership in some of the folks that I see on a regular basis back home. I know I really look up to some of the women in our local government and the work they do and, hope to follow in their footsteps.
Okay. Were you high school class president?
Oh, no.
No?
Band geek.
What did you play?
Oboe.
Do you still play?
No, I haven't played in years.
All right. So did you ever think about, running for office yourself or doing other things in government?
No, I can't imagine running a campaign. I think that would be a limit for me.
You're in public works for Thurston County. You've been there for a little bit. What would you like people to know about government from the inside that they don't know?
I think that what I wish people understood is that when we take what feels like a long time to do things, it's only because we're trying to make sure that we meet all the criteria, we're doing it up to standard, and we're doing transparently. And that takes time. I know the private sector can turn around a project a lot faster oftentimes, and it may seem like the bureaucratic process is a little slow, but there's a reason it's slow. It's because we want to be transparent. We want the public to see, and we want to be cautious and careful with the resources because they're the public's resources.
What's the best part of your job?
The best part of my job? I would say my team is incredible. Yeah.
How many people on your team?
I've got 4 educators, 2 litter staff, and 1 planner.
Now, I'm going to ask a question that's going to allow you to brag on your hometown, your home county. If I were to come there, what's the thing I must try? Where's the place I must go to? What is the dish of Thurston County?
Oh, the dish. Well, we're known for salmon.
Okay.
I would say get some smoked salmon in any form. Yep.
All right. What do you do for fun?
We're in Washington State, so I'm all about hiking, camping, especially this time of year. Got some camping trips planned for August. Really excited for that.
Okay. How rural do you get? How far deep into the mountains?
I'm not going out in super far backcountry areas, but we get some nice camping spots. Yeah.
Couple miles hike in and set up. All right. Okay. So this is the Good Government Show, and we always end it on good government. Tell me about a good government project that you're excited about.
Well, I already mentioned the bike program. I'm really excited about that one. That one's on the forefront of my mind. Can I bring up that one again?
Absolutely.
So I'm really excited because as of July 1st, Thurston County Transfer Station is piloting a new program to collect adult-sized bikes from the public that they no longer want. And those bikes will be taken by intercity transit to be repaired and put back into the community for people who need them.
Starting in July?
July 1st, yep.
July 1st. Mm-hmm. So you've already started the program?
We just started, yep.
Okay. So we're recording this in July of 2025. And so the program has started. Any immediate feedback?
We've been getting bikes. They're coming. It's been almost 2 weeks.
Okay.
So we don't have any numbers yet, but anecdotally, we're seeing bikes coming in. Yep.
All right. Amanda Romero of the Public Works Department for Thurston County, Washington. Congratulations on your NACO Achievement Award for volunteers for the Thurston County Fix-It Fair. Fixing stuff that people ordinarily throw out and keeping it out of landfills. All good government.
Thank you. Yeah.
All right. I hope this wasn't too horrible for you.
No, it was great.
Want to hear more about good government? Check out another show I host, Leading Iowa, Good Government in Iowa Cities. I host the show with Brad Kavanaugh, Mayor of Dubuque, Iowa, and the immediate past president of the Iowa League of Cities. Together, we talk to leaders in Iowa cities. We talk about what works and what good government looks like in Iowa. Join us right here where you're listening now. That's Leading Iowa, Good Government in Iowa Cities. It was called the War to End All Wars, but it didn't. 3 royal cousins, all kings, one from England, one from Germany, and one from Russia, blundered their way into a war, a completely avoidable war that left millions dead in the trenches across Europe. Good Government Show executive producer Jim Ludlow details the blunders, mistakes, and bluster that started World War I that didn't end all wars. The book, The Royal Cousins, details the events and creates an alternative history. Imagine if World War I never happened. It didn't have to. Just read it yourself. Download the book today on Amazon. It's just 99 cents and a timely look at history. As you heard, Amanda Romero wasn't really excited to talk on a podcast, but hey, she was a great ambassador for a really great government project. Good government can come in all sizes, as you've heard in this show, from revitalized downtowns, or maybe it's a new big construction project or a work-study program, or small projects that can make a small difference. But it all adds up to good government. A fix-it fair. Don't just toss it in a landfill. As you heard, over 80% of the items folks bring into the fair get fixed, and that's just a few less things in the landfill. And here's a side benefit. Amanda is now darning her socks. almost a lost art, but not in Thurston County, Washington. So congratulations on the award. That's our show. Thanks for listening. Please like us and share us with your friends and review us right here where you're listening. And check out our website, goodgovernmentshow.com, for extras. Help us keep telling stories of good government in action everywhere. Join us again for another episode right here. I'm Dave Martin, and this is The Good Government Show. The Good Government Show is produced by the Good Government Institute, a nonprofit organization promoting civic engagement and civic education. All donations to the show help promote trust in government. You can donate at goodgovinstitute.org. That's goodgovinstitute.org. Executive producers are Jim Ludlow, Dave Martin, that's me, and David Snyder. Jason Stershik is our editor and producer. Join us again to hear good stories about our government right here on The Good Government Show.
This podcast is part of the Democracy Group,